Good evening, everyone. I'm Bette McCarthy. I'm the chair of the Barnstable Old Kings Highway Historic District Committee, and I'd like to call this meeting to order. To all persons deemed interested or affected by the Town of Barnstable Old Kings Highway Historic District Act under Section 9 of Chapter 470, Acts of 1973, as amended, you are hereby notified that a hearing will be held tonight on the applications listed on the agenda for June 28th, 2023, 6:30 p.m. This meeting will be held remotely on Zoom. I'd like to remind all applicants and audience members that we are elected volunteer committee following the guidelines of the Town of Barnstable Old Kings Highway Historic District Act. Any applicant or interested party who's aggrieved by the decision of this committee, they have a right to appeal the decision to the Old Kings Highway Regional Historic Commission. We ask that during this evening's proceedings, cell phones be turned off and conversations other than those before the committee take place outside of this remote meeting. When an applicant is called, we ask that the applicant and all interested parties identify themselves. And lastly, as a best practice for meetings held remotely, where we may not be able to visually identify who's speaking, we ask all committee members and participants to identify themselves for making any motions or comments. Online audience members wishing to participate during the public comment section of the hearing can use the raised hand button to notify the chair. Dial-in audience members wishing to participate during the public comment section of the hearing should press *9 on their phones to notify the chair. All applicants will be muted. You'll be recognized by the chair to participate. And our first order of business is to take roll call attendance. So George Jessup. I don't believe George is present. Is that correct? Brian Caholen?
Present.
Leslie Wallace?
Present.
And Wendy Schuck?
Present.
And I myself present. All right. So our first order of business is to read the first item on the agenda. And that is for John Goodrich, 100 Spyglass Hill Road, Barnstable, map 355, parcel 001/005, undeveloped land to construct a new single-family home and to install a shed. Now, we need to open a public meeting.
Sure.
And may I have a motion?
Yes, this is Wendy Schuck, and I move to open the public meeting.
Leslie Wallace, I'll second.
We need a roll call vote for that. Ryan Caholen,
Aye.
Wendy Schuck,
Aye.
Leslie Wallace,
Aye.
and I myself. All right. We would like the applicant now to make a presentation on their project.
John, I think you're on mute.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. John Goodrich, I'm the applicant for 100 Spyglass Hill. We're looking to build, a single family home, a half cape with a 2-car garage and a wing on the left, on the right-hand side for a master bedroom. And one of the few lots up in Comaquid. And I'd like to get your thoughts on the plan.
Okay.
All right. Wendy, Chuck, do you have some comments regarding this application?
Sure, just a couple of simple questions. I think that, generally the style of the house fits really well with the neighborhood. I think it'll fit in very nicely. So a couple questions. On your windows, they're going to be 4/1, correct? Because I think in the picture they show like 6/1, but you're going to do 4/, right?
Yes, that was my intention, do 4/1.
Okay. And then the paint samples, were those for the front door or the shutters or?
For front door and the shutters.
Okay.
It's a historic color,
Yeah. Is it like
Okay.
a blue, I think? It was kind of hard to
Mhm.
see in the sample.
a Newburyport blue. It's like a dark blue.
Okay. Great. And I believe, let's see, you had a landscape plan. I think that was submitted as well, and I think that looks very appropriate. Now, are you also applying to put a shed in, or does that come later? And I see there's a pool here.
Yes, that's the shed. Just we'd like to get everything covered at once. But yes, we were going to put a shed on the property.
And what is the style of
On the shed,
Yeah.
it'll be in fitting with the house. We do the same colors, white trim, shingles. There'd be, a small gable, a couple 100 feet away from the road. I don't think you really see the shed at all from the road.
Yeah, I think you're right, based on the plan. And for the pool as well,
Oh, we did that for, just to show the possibility of putting a pool in. We have a pool now. We're not deciding if we're going to put a pool in, but I asked Phil to throw a pool in just to see if it would work.
okay. But this application then isn't covering the pool, that would come later?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Erica, you requested a landscape plan and I had this plan.
Okay, yeah, I think it's appropriate, it's fitting for the area, so I don't have any other questions, no concerns from me.
Thank you, Wendy.
Okay. Ryan, would you like to comment on this application?
Sure. Wendy kind of beat me to a couple of my questions, which is great. Did have one. I'm just trying to look at the application cover about the roof material. Is it
The asphalt,
okay?
love to do a wood roof, but just horribly expensive right now.
I understand completely. No, I think given the location, it's in Comaquid, however, fairly far away from 6A and tucked away. If you're going there, you have to be on a mission. I love the design. I'm a big fan of weather vanes, so I think it's appropriate.
All right. Thank you, Brian.
All right. Leslie, would you like to comment on this
Is it
application?
going to be an architectural roof?
Yes,
Okay, yeah, they look nice. And it's 4/1 for the windows,
correct.
okay? Well, great, as far as I'm concerned, fine.
Thank you, Leslie.
Thank you. And I concur with all of the committee comments. I think they were very well covered. I think the design is very appropriate and for the setting. So I think it looks fine. Now, may we have a motion to close the public comment?
If I may, just point of order, it looks like George has joined the meeting. He came in when we had the materials up, so I just.
Okay.
Yes,
Either-
yes. Now that I'm all updated.
All right.
Thank you.
Is there anybody, members of the public in the waiting room looking to address this application?
This is Kate Maldonado. I do not see any members of the public raising their hand to speak at this time.
Okay. And then may we have a motion to close the public comment.
Sure, this is Wendy Shuck, and I move to close the public hearing.
I'll second.
Leslie Wallace, second.
Too slow,
And-
Leslie.
And a roll call vote on that. George Jessup,
Aye.
Ryan Caholen,
Aye.
Leslie Wallace,
Aye.
Wendy Shuck,
Aye.
and I myself, aye. All right. And now we have a motion to accept the application.
Sure, this is Wendy Shuck, and I move to approve the certificate of appropriateness application for John Goodrich, 100 Spyglass Hill Road, Barnstable, map 355, parcel 001/005, undeveloped land as submitted.
Leslie Wallace, second.
All right. And a roll call vote on that. George Jessup
Aye.
and Ryan Caholen,
Aye.
Leslie Wallace,
Aye.
Wendy Shuck,
Aye.
and I myself, aye. So thank you very much. And the application is approved as submitted. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate your time and have a pleasant
All
evening.
right.
Thank you.
Very good. All right. Our second application tonight is for Shirley and Richard Smith, 114 Red Wing Lane, Barnstable, map 318, parcel 047, built in 1978. A demolition of the existing garage and construction of a new garage barn in the same location. May we have a motion to open the public meeting?
Yes, this
Comment.
is Wendy Shuck, and I move to open the public hearing.
Second,
And maybe-
Leslie Wallace.
And a roll call vote on that. George Jessup,
Aye.
Ryan Caholen,
Aye.
Leslie Wallace,
Aye.
and Wendy Shuck,
Aye.
and I, Beth McCarthy. All right. So now may we have there are two items to consider. It's a demolition of the existing garage and construction of a new garage and barn, and we're going to take them separately. So may we have either the owner or their representative present the application?
Yeah, Scott Peacock, the contractor, and I'm actually here with the Smiths as well. Can you hear me, Eric?
Yep, loud and clear.
Yeah.
So yeah, like you had just said, the existing garage is coming down, and there's the new garage, and it's going in the same spot as the old,
What's the old one?
little bigger.
You have some photographs of the existing construction.
Say that again?
Do you have photographs of the existing construction?
Yes, they had them up earlier, George.
Well, George, we're going to take these separately.
Yeah, that's why I was looking for the tear down.
So let's have a motion to accept the demolition of the existing garage.
And point of order, Wendy, let me.
Yes.
Let me pull up the existing. And then we'll just at the end, we'll do public comment for both. And then at the end, we'll do two separate motions.
Oh, all right, very good. then.
Just had the image of the existing garage with this application. Appreciate everyone's patience. I don't know where it. Let me pull it up.
You're as much trouble with the computer as I am.
Yeah, my internet crashed, I think, when I had saved the PDF. So here's the, can everyone see? So this is the existing garage.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm gonna
Quaker style.
to the new garage drawings. Thank you, everyone, for your patience.
Okay. May we now have the representative discuss the new garage barn that's going to be located in the same area?
Yeah, so they obviously kind of stay in keeping with the existing, home structure. I believe, I love it. It's got some nice lines. It's tastefully done. We're keeping color schemes the same as the existing house. As far as sidewall shingles and door colors, and the trim will be just a white, and the overhead doors will just be white, but everything else I believe is a Cape Cod gray on the sidewall shingles and in the entry doors.
You have a lantern on top. You have a light in that.
Yeah.
I hope you do.
Yes. Wendy, you might be able to see it from your house.
Maybe, right? It's close.
It is.
One if by land, two if by sea.
All right.
Put the lamp on as a guide for me.
All right. Thank you, George. Ryan, what are your comments regarding this application?
I think they're pretty self-explanatory. The elevation drawings answer the questions that I had about roof pitches, and I think it's a very tastefully done building. I think it's appropriate for the area. I think it's a vast improvement over the existing. So yeah, I think it's appropriate.
Okay. Wendy, do you have any further comments regarding this application?
I don't. I concur with Ryan 100%. I don't have anything to add. I think it's a very nice improvement.
Right. And Leslie Wallace?
It's going to sit where the demolished one is now. That's the location of it, right?
Yes.
Okay. Good with me. I think it's a big improvement. Fantastic.
All right.
Ask the chipmunks to evacuate before the old one's torn down.
They've taken,
And my comments, I think it's a very attractive building, and it's in a very remote area as well. It's barely visible from the roadway at all. So it's quite nice, and I don't have any other comments regarding it. So is there anybody of the public wishing to comment on this?
Chair, this is Kate Maldonado. I do not see any members of the public raising their hand to speak to this proposal.
All right, thank you. Well then, may we have a motion to close the public hearing?
This is Wendy Shuck, and I move to close the public hearing.
Ryan Caholen, I'll second.
And a roll call vote. George Jessup,
Aye.
Leslie Wallace,
Aye.
Wendy Shuck,
Aye.
Ryan Caholen,
Aye.
and I, Beth McCarthy, also agree. All right. Now, may we have a motion regarding first the demolition of the garage?
Sure. This is Wendy Shuck, and I move to approve the demolition application for Richard and Shirley Smith, 114 Red Wing Lane, Barnstable, map 318, parcel 047, built 1978, as submitted.
And may we have a second?
Second, Leslie Wallace.
All right, thank you. And a roll call vote. George Jessup, Leslie Wallace,
Aye.
Wendy Shuck,
Aye.
Ryan Caholen,
Aye.
and Bette McCarthy. So we have the approval for the demolition of the existing garage. Now we need a motion to accept the new garage barn located in the same area.
Yep, this is Wendy Shuck, and I move to approve the certificate of appropriateness application for Richard and Shirley Smith, 114 Red Wing Lane, Barnstable, map 318, parcel 047, built 1978, as submitted.
Thank you.
Ryan Caholen, I'll second.
Thank you. And a roll call vote on that. George Jessup,
Aye.
Leslie Wallace,
Aye.
Ryan Caholen,
Aye.
Wendy Shuck,
Aye.
and I, Bette McCarthy, also agree. So thank you very much. Project is approved.
Thank you very much. Everybody have a great night.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
We don't have any minor modifications to address this evening. We have no extensions. And the only other item is to approve the minutes of June 14th, 2023.
Right.
Has, have the minutes been reviewed?
Yes, I
Wendy?
reviewed. Yep, and wondering why all those compliments Erica got last meeting were in the minutes. Joking, but I was looking forward to reading that again. I did find just two small typos in there, Erica, on nothing substantive at all. These are little nits, but on the top of page 5, one of the motions, it says seconded, and then it just says B, Leslie Wallace, should be by, and then the same thing on page 6. Just little nits.
Okay. And may we have any other comments regarding the approval of the minutes? May we have a second?
Leslie Wallace, second.
Point of order, if we can have a motion to approve those minutes, incorporating those amendments that Wendy has mentioned.
Okay.
So this is Wendy Shuck, and I move to approve the minutes from the June 14th, 2023 meeting with the 2 noted typos, otherwise as submitted.
All right. And a second for that.
Leslie
Second.
Wallace, I'll second.
Thank you. And a roll call vote. Ryan Caholen,
Aye.
Wendy Shuck,
Aye.
Leslie Wallace,
Aye.
George Jessup,
Aye.
and I also agree. So our next item on the agenda is to adjourn. So we need a motion to adjourn this meeting.
Sure, this is Wendy Shuck, and I move to adjourn today's meeting Wednesday, June 28th, 2023.
Second, Leslie Wallace.
Thank you. And a roll call vote. Ryan Caholen,
Aye.
Wendy
Aye.
Shuck, George Jessup,
Aye. And goodbye.
Leslie Wallace,
Aye.
and Bette McCarthy. Aye. So thank you all very much.
When's the next
And,
meeting?
Yes, and our next meeting is July 12th, 2023. And the one after that will be July 26th, 2023. Thank you
Okay.
all very much.